Hey, yo, what is going down with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and of course, as always, Otaku's and hikikomori's out there. This is the one and only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Sony Ps4 2011, aka Mania Wolverine, and of course, you guys are the rest of intros and outros towards this channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Before I do begin, though, I just heard about this a few days ago. It's 3 days to be exact. Hey, Big Gamer Girl is the one that I heard about this information from when I was scrolling down one of my tweets whenever I could find information to talk about next. I'm telling you, Twitter and Instagram is a very good ass way to go if you want information on certain topics, which I'm not going to get into because some are extremely fucked up and negative, and there's some that are really cool and awesome and positive, you know? Kind of gives you like a means of escape in a way. But, yeah, shout out to her. That's where I found out this news about the Sony Ps4 Pro, the translucent one. Is going to be coming out. This one, I just found it randomly from Men's Stuff. I don't know if that was originally a magazine. Never heard of it before, probably because I really don't give a shit about sports that much, except for 3, which you guys have been on my channel long enough, for the past 8 years almost. You know which ones they are, which is baseball. Even though a lot of people don't say the other one's a sport, bowling, I still consider it a fucking sport, and boxing. Those are only 3 I ever gave a shit about. The other ones, I'm just, for personal reason, I'm not going to get into it, because I don't want to sound like a bigot or an asshole. I just don't really care about them. But, without further ado, let's begin. This one's from Sammy Baker, or Barker. So, yeah, let's begin. Both the links to the articles are in the description box down below, and link to the video where I got this information as well is entitled in the description box below. So, it says, format flipping. So, shout out to the person that made this. I don't know why this thing looks so different over here. This little, like, recording time. It's so freaky. So, yeah, any day now when this thing goes down a little bit, because I already clicked on it. Whoa, okay, I didn't want it to go down that far. You can already tell how much these things are worth. It's a real short article, and this one says, pre-orders went live in Europe for Sony's highly desirable celebratory, not celibacy, celebratory, 500 million PlayStation PS4 Pros today, which is limited to just 50,000 units worldwide. Naturally, the console's been selling out all over the web, and it hasn't been taking long for scalpers to start reselling the sought-after system on eBay. We spotted the listings up to £4,000, which is almost 10 times the recommended retail price. I don't know how much that would go for. I don't know, 6,000 or 8,000 US American dollars, because remember, the UK system for money is different than the one here in the United States. I don't know. It might be 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 something dollars that they're selling it for over here, because that's how much the scalpers will be doing it. Fucking rotten assholes, by the way. So I remember when the Amiibos first came out, I think late 2014 and 2015, when those were still a thing. I think sometimes they still are. A lot of scalpers were getting their hands, I think, on Jigglypuff and Rosalina at the time. I remember I talked about this 3 years ago, too, and it was a really, really big-ass fucking issue. So it goes on to say, hold on. I don't know why my fucking remote's acting weird. Even more irritating than some are trying to charge a premium on the slightly less limited edition DualShock 4 and DualShocker 4. I don't know why this part here is messing me up. I don't know why. DualShocker 4 and gold wireless headsets, despite them being still being readily available at most online stores. To be fair to the Japanese giant, he has tried to limit the pre-orders to 1 per person, but we suppose it was inevitable for these things that were going to get resold at a ridiculous premium. I guess that means price, I don't know. That's the person that wrote this article has got to be British, because it's not how I'm not trying to sound like nationalist or something, but it's not how Americans talk half the time. But let's get to this one right here. It's a little bit of a longer article here. So it says the translucent special edition PS4 console is a must-have for PS4 fans, or PlayStation fans, by Elon Salomo. So giving credit's due. This one was only 2 days ago. The other one was 3. I don't know. So it says gaming consoles are even bigger in gaming companies. And even bigger gaming companies. Sometimes come and go like the seasons. There are a few consoles that enjoy significant levels of popularity in the past, but eventually fell by their wayside. Very few manufacturers can claim that they have been have been there back when the gaming was a niche hobby, and is still a relevancy as a force of gaming in the mammoth industry. Sony can say that exactly, as the PlayStation has been around since the first consoles way back in release in '94. Holy shit. I think it was '96 when it came out here in the US, because in '94, I think I was still in Japan in the first 2 years. I was still way too little to remember anything until I think '96. Alright, let's move forward. And as most of the avid gamers know, we're sitting on this fourth generation of this particular gaming machine at the moment. The console has recently surpassed sales over 500 million units of the PlayStation hardware, an immense achievement for the company, and to celebrate, Sony Interactive Entertainment is releasing a pretty stunning limited edition version of the PS4 Pro console. While the hard drive has been upgraded to a 2 TB terabyte, if any of you guys aren't real technical with that, 2 terabyte version, the rest of the interior specs are at the same as the conventional PS4 Pro, but has completely unique aesthetics elements across its console controller and accompanying accessories like the headset, which will be available for sale separately from the 24th of August. I guess August 24th, next week, and that's Friday next week. Cool. The prevailing theme is a gold detailing for the PS logo on top of the console, but as well as the PS4 logo in front of the consoles. Most of the I'm cracking my knuckles there. Apologize for that noise. Most of the noticeable cosmetic change is the translucent blue for the case of the consoles and the controller. When it's turned off, the inner workings become visible in a way not before seen with the PS4. And it's an overhaul of the PS4 Pro truly worth the brand's massive achievements. Console will be available for limited production and running from the 24th of August at R8 $499. I don't know what R8 $499 means. It's probably like some, I don't know, what was it called? Currency in some other country, because it didn't say pounds on there. So if you keep picking up on the piece of the PlayStation history for yourself, keep your eyes on those big retailers to grab one for yourself. All right. Next, if you're going to be getting it. I wish I could get it, but I'm kind of broke as shit, so I can't really get it, unfortunately. But for any of you other guys out there that are big Sony PlayStation fans like I am, tell me if you're going to be getting this, because if you're not, tough shit. You might be in the same boat as me. Unless you're very, very well financially stable, then you're able to get maybe 10 or 20 of these bad boys. I'm probably going to be extremely salty about that shit, but hey, it is what it is. Hold on, let me get a drink real quick before I go. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions, it's kind of a little bit of a bitch slap move that Sony actually was only going to put 500 million out there. Also, another thing that kind of pissed me off about this, besides the scalpers getting their grubby little fucking trollish bastardized hands on these fucking badass consoles, kind of pisses me off a little bit, is that number one, surprised any of the internet police ain't going to catch up to this thing, or any of their government, local agencies are going to catch up to this. Obviously over here in the United States, there's the FBI, CIA, DA, NSA, etc. And I think in the UK is MI4, MI6, and I think this KGB for Germany or Russia. And I'm not sure what the other countries have, their own little, secret government agencies. I'm surprised they don't catch these little bastard pricks and make them pay for what they did to these scalper little cucks. And other people are trying to get it with their hard-earned money, and they're going to act like... I'm surprised Sony didn't really take that much action, saying, oh, we're only going to have a few deliveries, we're only going to sell 1 to 1 each of person, one at a time, slowly. That's not going to stop the scalpers from stealing that shit. Or not stealing them, buying a whole bunch in a bargain at once at the same time. They could go under 1 million freaking accounts, and then they'll still be able to get a whole bunch in probably less than an hour. So, I don't know if Sony and Activision or who's ever the Sony Computer Entertainment CEO billionaire over there, I highly doubt you're going to watch this video, but step up your beef and security and make your internet better. As much as I really love the crap out of your games, or some of them, not all, man, you really, really got to beef up your security there, your cyber security, and you got to beef up your internet. When the PS5 comes out, in probably another 2 years, by the time I hit, 30, 31 years old at the time, it better be a lot more faster than this, though. I'm just saying. It looks really, really beautiful. Design is one of the best I've seen. Like you guys saw in the thumbnail earlier before you clicked this video. And I remember, I think in the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and DS Lite before the regular DS and the 3DS came out, Nintendo did the same thing with a lot of their handheld games. I don't know if they did it for the GameCube. I know they did it for the N64. And this is like a mid-late 90s, early 2000s sort of trend, where Nintendo will always make some of their consoles, their limited edition like console systems, see-through. I didn't know it was called translucent. Now Sony's doing the same thing. Okay, I see you guys over there doing that. Not copycatting, but you're just bouncing ideas off of each other. I don't know. I mean, granted, Microsoft and Nintendo kind of made like a really, really good agreement, like I think a couple weeks ago, earlier last month in July, when they made Minecraft available for Nintendo fans and Microsoft fans to play in the same servers together. And unfortunately, Sony didn't get on board with that, just because, want to keep their own priorities straight. They want to keep their rivalry, going on together. I mean, that's just me ranting. Yeah, I wish they would do that again with Nintendo. I think if any of you guys over there, Nintendo, if any Nintendo ambassador or employees watching this, you should tell them to actually make a see-through translucent Nintendo Switch. That would be freaking off the chain. If I were to see something like that, because the last time I saw that was like 14 or 15, so it was like about 2003 or 04. The last time I saw like any see-through console that Nintendo's ever made or handheld game that they've ever made. I miss that shit a lot, man. Honestly, I do. And that's it. Links in the description box down below to the video I got the information on, and shout out to once again 8-Bit Girl for talking about this. Well, not talking about this news, from like posting this on her Twitter account. I'll leave the link to her Twitter down there in the description box below, and I'll leave links to both of these links down below as well. These articles, and I'm out of here. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and of course, as always, Otakus and hikikomori out there. I will see you when I see you guys. Good day, good night, wherever you are around the world. Excuse me. Don't drink some more weed at the same time. Don't take them reckless. Keep it calm. Keep it cool. Keep it chill. Keep it collective out there. Stay tuned for more future articles, session reviews, including video gaming industry news, anime manga news, internet news. Once the timer comes around the corner next month, I'll be posting more outdoor chat and breeze log video content. I will do. And that's it. Peace out, my sauerkraut. Stay safe. Take it easy. Lates and goodbye. I will see you all on the flip side. Take care. I'm gone. I'm out. And yeah, have a good one. Laters.